Now this growth number, you should also look at the base effect, because our base is already so huge. We are selling more than 10 million units every single quarter. Still managing to grow at 16% year on year is truly incredible. If you look at Xiaomi, we have new series within the Redmi Note family, and this series is called as Pro Max. Pro camera and max performance. And I'm sure all of you guys will really love it. And that's why the hashtag that we're using is Pro Camera Max Performance. Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, and I love Redmi Note. So if you're tweeting, if you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, do not forget to use all of these hashtags. Now remember, I spoke about 9 questions that we will ask. For every question, we will give out 2 brand new Redmi Note devices, and we will also give out thousands of other gifts. So let me start by asking the first question to all our Mi fans who are watching us live. The question number 1 is probably the simplest question. I'm sure all of you guys know this. The question is very simple. Please answer dash is India's #1 phone brand. Do not forget to use all these hashtags that we spoke about, and 2 of our lucky Mi fans will get a chance to win 2 brand new Redmi Note devices. So what are these brand new Redmi Note devices? Starting with Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. To talk more about this, let me call on stage the man himself, Chief Marketing Officer of Xiaomi India, Sir Anuj Sharma.
Thank you, Manu. Hi guys, and all the Mi fans. We would have loved to have you guys win big. So with that, let me get. You've got a pro camera and max performance. And the first part that we are all super excited to show you is Aura design. Now, they were not as good looking as the Note 7 Pro. With the introduction of the Note 7 Pro and Aura design, the entire industry changed. Now, all these devices had different variations of Aura design, even the K20 Pro with Aura Prime. However, it's the Pro Max. So what are we going to do here? we are stepping it up a whole notch. It is 2020, is what the Aura Balance design is going to mean to you. Now what you've got with the Aura Balance design is you've got impeccable craftsmanship, you've got an immersive experience, and of course what has always stood true, we were looking out of the segment. Of course, part of it. But as you can see, the amazing symmetrical design, not just at the back, but even the front. And we'll get to that in a bit. Incredible hand feel. Let's move on to the next one, immersive experience. Of course, with the Aura design, immersive the we've ever put on a Redmi Note. Display that we've ever put on a Redmi device. At all the Mi fans who've been with us for years would clearly compare that to the smaller footprint, which means at the size which is much smaller with the Note 8 Pro is the overall screen size. How has that happened? We've gone in for a immersive screen for any content in the mid-range segment till date. We are replacing that with a Z-axis vibration motor. Precise haptic feedback. It has a very different response system, and you know exactly what you're doing on the display. It's a whole new experience design. Now this has been a mainstay of the Redmi Note series, and while you've got this beautiful, gorgeous finish with the Pro Max, and I'm sure you guys are absolutely going to love this, and all the people who love classic colors, we've got the Interstellar Black. And when I'm saying it looks really, really good, I'm not kidding. Let me show you the device itself. Thank you, Kabir. Now this looks absolutely stunning. I don't know, can we have the camera look in this? Interstellar Black on the Note 9 Pro Max. Aurora Blue, more of the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is, put the color name, and of course, if your color is not liked by too many other people, looking device, it does not look like it belongs. Display cameras, of course the functionality of cinematic display, which is amazingly gorgeous and immersive. And that brings me to the next part, which I'm sure you guys are excited about, the Pro cameras. Now Pro cameras, as you would have guessed, of course we've got 4 cameras at the back. Now what are these 4 cameras? You've got a 64 megapixel primary camera. You've got an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, so you can capture a lot more. And the third one, which I'm personally really excited about, a 5 megapixel macro camera. So when you go close and you see a lot more, it's world changing. And of course we know right from the Redmi Note 5 Pro onwards, you guys have loved portrait shots. You get another depth sensor to get those portrait shots, and we'll talk about the portraiture soon. What you get with all of these 4 is a flagship level camera experience. Let me show you what it can do. So the 64 megapixel primary camera gives you stunning results. I'll show you a couple of images shot on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Ready? Now this shot is absolutely gorgeous. But the reason why we took this is not just because of the amazing colors, but the detailing that we wanted you to see. Right from, each of these windows to the grass and the shrubbery that's in front of it, the dynamic range that you are able to see with on a very bright day, including parts which are really dark, it's able to capture all of this. But of course, this is a 64 megapixel camera, which means the actual image is a lot bigger. this actually is a frame-worthy shot. Right? We can easily frame this, and because it's 64, you can print it huge. Right? So it's probably like one wall gone, but it looks really, really good. But you'll be asking, how does it compare with others? Now we've done that too. So what we did, as you would have seen Manu mention, the number 2 and the number 3 brands. So we picked up their mid-premium range and decided to compare it against them. So you've got the Vivo V17 Pro, which sells for about 25-30,000 rupees. You've got the Samsung A71, again, one of the best sellers outside of the Xiaomi family, and this is coming from Samsung. And we're comparing it with the Note 9 Pro Max. As you can see, the Vivo ones are getting super saturated, the color science is slightly off. With the Samsung A71, again, it's kind of too warm, it's not really natural and losing out on the details, while the Note 9 Pro Max does the best in terms of both color balance, how natural that photograph looks, and all the detailing that you need. Right? But going beyond the photographs alone, we're taking photography or pro photography to the very next level with support for raw photography for the first time. Now, raw photography is clearly not for everyone. When you take a shot, now a normal JPEG shot is going to be nice and vibrant. When you take a raw shot, you're going to get colors something like this. But for the pro photographers, they know what a raw shot is capable of. You get a lot more information, and what you can do with that information is astounding. In fact, let me show you taking a picture in raw mode and then just transforming it completely. Here's a video. Putting them side by side, now the original JPEG starts to fade away when you've got a processed image from that raw photo that you had shot. So that's for the pro photographers. Again, the other part, all of these have been daylight. What happens when the light conditions aren't perfect? Of course, we've got night mode, and we've got night mode pretty much worked up, perfected for the last 1 odd year. So let me show you what the night mode is capable of. Now this is an image without night mode. Now of course the camera sensor is so big that it's able to capture all this information even with the night mode switched off. But with the night mode, the party completely changes every single time. You get amazing details. What you see is none of the lights are getting blown out. The colors are preserved, and of course, all the detailing in the shot are amazing. Let me move on to another new part that we are introducing with the Pro Max, and we're calling it the Pro Color. Now, Pro Color is for those people, probably the other spectrum of the people who want to shoot RAW. Right, so RAW photographers are pro photographers who love to kind of work and get it exactly right. And then there's a large majority of people who just want great looking images at one shot. For them, Pro Color is just one button away. What it does is magically transform images like this, which itself, it's a great image by the way. With just one color, with one button, the Pro Color just completely changes. So, and you are able to see this in the viewfinder itself before you are taking that photograph, so you know exactly what you're getting. And if you like that shot, of course, these shots are always Insta ready.